How likely is Van de Beek to start this weekend, and how has he settled into the club in general?
He's settled in really well. He's a smashing boy, great personality, coming in with loads of energy and a big smile every day. And he played well against Aston Villa, so you're likely to see him. But of course, I'm not going to name the team here today. I'll have to do that to the boys in training after instead.
In terms of your aims for this season, top four, of course, was your big hope last year. What would you say would represent a successful season for Manchester United this time round?
Well, I think we can go into the new season with confidence with the way we finished last season. I think that that showed what we're capable of, and of course we need to we've developed throughout the season, and we need to keep on developing, and I think we've shown the potential. We need more consistency, of course, but I think with a year more experience we should be getting that consistency. And towards the end, it's a group. I don't really want to say what they cannot do. I think they can go as far as they want themselves.
Morning, Ollie. Morning, Ollie. As much as there is progress, and we can see that on the field just a couple of weeks ago, if one glimpse at social media would suggest that there's a lot of fan discontent. Do you understand the frustration at having only signed Donny, their frustration, and do you have a message for the fans ahead of the new season?
Well, I think, fans will always want the best possible team to watch, the best possible Man United team, and that's the passion we want. And of course, the history we've had, we can look back 10 years, 20 years, and of course you look back at the great players we've had. And for me, I think going forward, we need to take since Sir Alex left, we've been averaging fifth position. Last season we got third, which was a big step forward. I think everyone saw the development in the team throughout the season. Bruno coming in, Harry being the captain, really showing leadership skills on the pitch and off the pitch. Aaron did really well. So of course we want to take a step forward. We want to develop, and we can go into the season with confidence. But we're always looking to give the group a boost, and we're working on it.
You mentioned Harry there, and the captaincy. Obviously, he had a tough time a few weeks ago. How's his mindset? Do you think the appeal will be on the back of his mind? And did you ever consider taking the captaincy away from him?
Well, the process will keep on going, and knowing Harry, he's a very strong character, so hopefully he can put that apart. But naturally, as a human being, it will be in the back of his mind what's happened this summer. And apart from that, you just got to see how it develops with Harry. Personally, I think he will be able to focus on his football. But then again, who am I to? How can you? You can't predict how people will react. But so far, he's trained well. He's been focused. So hopefully that process will just go on. And of course, we know it's something that will go on in the legal department over there.
James.
Good morning, Ollie. Without making it without making it about player indiscretions, clearly Mason had a difficult time with England and things went on there. Have you had to speak to him about kind of his responsibilities and his kind of growth as a person as well as a football player?
Yeah, of course I speak to Mason, and I've spoken to Mason. Of course, obviously what we speak about and discuss will be between the two of us. The kid had a fantastic season. He's just come through. I've worked, and the club have worked, and all the staff here. We worked really hard to when we gave Mason enough time on the pitch, when we gave him exposure in the media, then you come to the end of the season, and we've had less than 2 weeks off, and he's called up to the national team. I have to be honest enough to say I tried my best to give him a rest over the summer. That the club, we asked specifically that and we pointed out he should have had a rest. He needs it mentally and physically after that season he had. First thing that happens is he's called up, 2 is right there in the press. We've done whatever we can to protect him, and I will keep on helping him. I know that when he comes back into the daily routine of the club and what we do to him, he'll be fine.
And in terms of transfer business, how confident are you about new faces coming in before October the 5th? And also, where are we at with Jadon Sancho? Because the club is obviously trying to make attempts to bring him over from Borussia Dortmund.
Of course, we've done some business with Donny. I'm very happy, delighted to get him in. Exceptional, smashing lad, very good player that will give us something. You know, I can't say anything about other clubs' players out of respect for them. I can't speculate. But we understand that to get even further, 1, we need to develop what we have. 2, we're also looking to strengthen the team. Of course we are. And but let's just wait and see if we manage to bring anyone in. I've been in dialogue with the club, of course. We're always discussing, and hopefully, let's see if we can bring anyone in.
Hi, Ollie. Can I just clarify with Mason? Is he part of the group now, and is he available for Saturday?
Yeah, he's part of the group. Yeah, of course. How long should with his testing and the COVID protocols, he trained by himself for a little while. We had some tests done, and of course, as soon as it was possible, he's with us. He's a big part of his group, and this is where he feels at home. This is where he's call it not comfortable. We challenge him. We've got people looking after him. We've had a plan with him throughout the season, and I think it worked really well. And but he needed a rest. I look at the interview he did for the FA, the first national team game. He's talking about maybe looking back at this season when it's over, and that's actually on the first day of his new season. So we have to understand there's an 18-year-old kid there that needs managing.
Could you just tell us who your goalkeeper is going to be tomorrow, and what how you're going to manage to keep Spain's #1 goalkeeper and someone who's in the England squad together in the same squad?
I can't. I'm not going to tell you the team today. No, I'm not. But the training, goalkeeper trainings it's been fantastic to watch. It's so enjoyable. It's the highest possible quality you can imagine. I know the goalkeeper coaches are really enjoying working with them. I'm watching when we go into the games and some of the stuff they do, and it's some of the stuff is fantastic, and it's going to be an interesting thing for many to follow, because I know that it's great to see Luis Enrique talking about David the way he did after his internationals, because coaches who work with players, they've got the respect. That he shows his respect, and when he talks about, it'll be nice if the press suddenly wrote what a great goalkeeper we have, and it'd be great if you press wrote good things about them too, and they're working well together at the moment. Sergio hasn't come back yet because he was given some time extra with his family. To write about not just starting to make problems between the two of them, but they've worked really well together.
Ollie, in terms of availability for tomorrow, Luke Shaw and Paul Pogba part of the matchday squad, and a lot of Man United fans and pundits have been wondering, how can you fit Pogba, Fernandes and Van der Beek into the same starting 11? Is it something you consider? Could you see three of them starting in one match?
Of course the three of them can start together. Then again, you've got Scott McTominay, Fred and Nemanja Matic as well, so in midfield. So it's not just about 11 players or 3 players in a squad of football. So I'm sure we'll see them together. I'm not going to tell you if it's tomorrow or not, but yeah, both Luke and Paul are available for selection for how long we need them.
Ingrid?
Hi, Ola.
Hi.
Going back to Donny van der Beek a bit, because we spoke to him earlier this week, and he said that you noticed him already back in 2015. So can you tell us a little bit more about that, and what was it about him that caught your eyes in 2015?
No, that was his first goal. He scored for Ajax against Molde in a Europa League game. We hadn't really prepared for him too much in that game, because he was one of the young and up and coming ones. He caught my eye with the way he scored his goal. Great timing, got into the box, headed, got over Joona Toivio, my centre back, scored, looping header, and they clashed heads. There was loads of blood running down his face, and I saw a brave boy, but I also saw someone who was clever with his movements, and that's been his career, I have to say, in Ajax. He's just developed and developed. You can see his enthusiasm for football, but you can also see his enthusiasm for space and space into the box, and I think we needed to add goals from midfield. And he's one of those who will definitely give us penetrative runs in behind, clever movements, and he adds to the squad really nicely.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe to Yapo United TV.